recall that in previous lecture, we have learned how to declare struct variable. Okay, so if you still remember, we have struct a student record, okay, where we have already used type def, then we can refer that as student record. Okay, and we have S1, S2, and S3 in previous lecture. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce what we call array of records. Okay, so in this case, actually, our records refer to struct. Okay, so how to declare array of struct? Okay, so we need the data type student record. Okay, let me call my array name as S1 array. So let's say I have 5 students and I want to keep the data for all of these 5 students. So I need to mention the size of the array. So in this case, the array size is 5. Okay, so what actually I have in my memory, I already have an array called S1 array. Okay, then I have the array size as 5. Okay, remember that in the case of array, we always have index starts from 0 until size -1. So meaning that in this case, since the array size is 5, so meaning that our index is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, because the size of the array is just 5. Okay, so what can we actually store? Okay, what are the data that we can store in each of these as the element of the array? So the elements of the array consist of the struct student record, where we have name and also the marks. Name, marks, name, marks, name, marks, name, and marks. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to demonstrate is actually how to assign value to a specific destination inside the array. So let's say I want to assign Azah here and I want to assign the value of 88 here. Okay, so to access to the destination, we need the array name followed by the index dot operator, then the field member. So for example, let's say I want to copy Azah to this destination in index 2. So again, I have string copy function. The destination is S1 array index 2 dot name. That is the destination. What is the value that I want to assign to that destination? That is Azah. Similarly, in the case of marks here, okay, I want to assign value to S1 array, that is the array name, index 2 dot operator. The field member name is marks, and I can assign the value of 88. So eventually, at index 2, I shall have the value of Azah in name and 88 in marks. Okay. Now, let's say I want to display the output from what I have from index 2. I want to display the output. To display the output, I need to use printf statement. Okay, so for name, the value is %s. Okay, let me display the output in the new line. /n, %s refer to the data type, okay, that is array of characters or string. Okay, close, comma. Okay, the value is currently in S1 array. Okay, at index 2 and from the field member name. Okay, so in this case, you will see the output on the new line. Okay, that is Azza. Okay, next, I want to display the marks in this index as well. So printf /n, since marks the data type is integer, so that should be %d, comma, S1 array, that is the array name, at index 2 dot marks. So eventually on your output screen, you will see the marks as 88. Okay, so this is an example where you have specific location or specific destination that you want to target, either to read input, okay, or either you want to display output, okay, or you want to assign values. So the examples that I have here is basically I want to assign Azza to the name in index 2, okay, and I want to assign 88, okay, in the marks for index 2. Okay, next, let's say I want to read input to this array for every element. Okay, for every element in the array, for every record in the array, I'm going to read the input. So meaning that I'm going to visit every index from index 0 until index 4. Since we know the size of the array, okay, so actually we can use the for loop to keep track the index. The index shall go from 0, index less than size, and in this case you can put it as index less than 5. Remember that it starts from 0, ends at 4. So we have 0 less than 5. Okay? And every time, in every iteration, make sure we increase the value of I. Okay, sorry, the value of index. Okay? So now, inside the for loop, we will prompt user to enter the name. So we can have printf /n enter name. So you will see the prompt enter name on your output screen. Next, we are going to read the input. So to read the input, we need to use the scanf statement. Okay, so for every name, it is an array of characters. We are referring to array of characters. So that should be %s. Okay, so we are going to read to each name, okay, inside the array. So this would be S1 array. That is the array name. And for every index, remember that index here will keep track the value from 0 until 4. So here you should have index. Okay. Remember to include, okay, the address operator as well. Okay. And we have to specify which member, okay, that is in this case the member that we are targeting is name. Okay, now we are going to ask user to enter another input, okay, that is for the marks. Okay, so we will have this prompt message on the output screen asking user to enter the marks. Then when user enter the value for the marks, we are going to read the value to each of these field member. So in this case, we are going to use scanf statement. Okay, the data type for each mark is definitely integer, so that should be %d, close, comma, address operator. We refer to the array name as one array. Then we have to keep track the index as well, because each mark, okay, is actually located inside the respective index. So address as one array index dot, the member name is marks. Okay, so you can see that in every iteration in the for loop, we will prompt user to enter name. We will read the input, the first input into name. Then we ask user to enter the marks. And this scanf statement, okay, we are going to read the value of each mark into the array. Okay, so that is the end of our for loop. Okay, this is how actually you use array of struct, okay, in your code. Okay, so we have learned how to declare a struct variable, single struct variable like S1, S2, S3. Okay, and now we are already done with array of struct. Okay, so in this case, okay, in this particular example, we have learned how to declare the array and how to read input into the each member for each element in the array, and how to display output as well. Okay, we can use a similar for loop, but the focus is now just to display the output. Okay, so just now we read input to display the output. Okay, to display the output, then we can have printf statement here. Okay, and we are going to print every element. So let's say we want it to be together with some message here. Okay, like name, colon, %s, and that value that we want to display on the output screen is inside array S1 array. Okay, followed by index dot name. Okay, similar to the marks /n marks %d, because the marks are integer, followed by S1 array, that is the array name. For every index you want to display the output, okay, so you have dot marks. Okay, so this is how you display the output from the array. Okay, so now we are done with how to display the output from the array of struct. That is the end of our class lecture. Hope to see you in the next session. Thank you.